A single receipt was all it took to unravel a murder mystery. Let's dive into the strange case of Kevin Harris. At 36 years old, Kevin was found deceased in his own apartment. The scene was confusing, with few initial leads, so investigators immediately began reconstructing his final hours. They needed to know who he was with and what he was doing right before he died. Soon, they got a promising lead. A close friend of Kevin's came forward claiming he had dinner with him on the night of the incident. He told police they met at a local restaurant around 9 p.m. and shared a meal. This seemed like a solid alibi for the friend, placing him in a public space with Kevin and establishing a clear timeline. For a moment, it looked like the police would have to look elsewhere for a suspect. The friend's story was detailed and convincing. But a good investigator knows that you can't just take someone's word for it, no matter how close they were to the victim. You have to verify everything. So the police continued their meticulous search of Kevin's apartment. In the kitchen trash can, buried under some other garbage, they found what they were looking for: a small, crumpled piece of paper. It was a receipt from the very same restaurant the friend had mentioned. The investigators' hearts probably skipped a beat. This could be the piece of evidence that confirmed the friend's story. But when they smoothed it out and looked closer, the details told a completely different story. The timestamp on the receipt was 9:41 p.m., which lined up with the friend's timeline. However, the order was for one meal. One single entree. And the receipt also noted that only one set of silverware, one fork, was requested. Suddenly, the entire narrative shifted. Kevin Harris hadn't eaten dinner with anyone that night. The receipt was proof that he had dined completely alone. The friend's story wasn't just a simple mistake or a misremembered detail. He hadn't just gotten the time wrong or forgotten what they ordered. He had invented the entire dinner scene from scratch. It was a calculated lie. This discovery changed everything for the investigators. The friend went from being a helpful witness to the prime suspect. The question was no longer what happened to Kevin, but why did his friend lie? Creating a false alibi, especially one that places you with the victim right before their death, is a massive red flag. So you have to ask yourself, why would someone lie about being the last person to see their friend alive? What could they possibly be trying to hide? Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe for more. See you next time.